You all should know that as the tree grows, the roots have to grow much deeper. And they should spread also. If it doesn't happen, the tree cannot be sustained only by Mother Earth. So the roots are in your own life, in your own heart. When we say we have become our own guru, we should really try to find out with our introspection, are we our guru or not? Because before this, your mind was on one side, heart was on another side, and your attention was in another dimension. So these three things were creating confusion within you. If you understand a human being, then you will be surprised to see how these three things act separately in a human being. And sometimes they fight also. First is your intellect and your mind. Second is your heart, your feelings, your emotions. And the third one is your attention. In these modern times, this confusion is the worst because all the time your attention is outside. It could be towards beautiful things or beautiful women or beautiful men or all kinds of nonsensical way of wasting your energy. Such attention then is absolutely like a horse which is let loose. You cannot control such an attention. And this attention runs wild from one to another. It's a fashion also. It's sort of a very popular thing to keep the attention moving all the time. But this attention that has to be towards the divine, towards the Almighty, is just being frittered away. Thus, attention doesn't grow its own roots. First is to find out about yourself. Where does your attention go? What makes you feel like looking after or concern or attention? See, the attention comes from various problems and could be your upbringing where you are not controlled, could be your education, could be your atmosphere in which you live, or could be your own ego or your conditioning. So this attention is being attacked by all these outside energies or negative forces, and it gets entangled. Like a river flowing straight into the ocean can get lost in a barren place. In the same way, this attention, which has to go towards the divine, gets frittered away and is vanished. This weak attention cannot take you towards the divine. Ultimately, you find that all this attention is being completely absorbed or frittered away by the nonsense that's going on. Unfortunately or fortunately, you are born in these modern times. And in these modern times, as you know, it's a very chaotic condition. In these chaotic conditions, you don't know what is right and what is wrong. And there are all kinds of attractions which can take away your attention and reduce the energy of your attention. It is possible more for the people who are very right-sided. Also, the left-sided people can be very much affected. Right-sided people, as you know, go up to a point and become extremely dry, self-opinionated, and aggressive. All their attention is in aggression. While the people who are on the left side are indulging too much into their own whims and their desires and their own temptations. Both sides can fritter away your attention, which is the most important. It is the most valuable thing is your attention. But the attention cannot be controlled by a person who doesn't have a weak mind or a weak heart. Now, supposing you take somebody who is a very intelligent person. The intelligent person puts all his attention in capturing the attention of others. How in the modern times you have to be very careful that you should not try to attract the attention of others. Instead of that, what you have to do is to pay attention to others in a very subtle way, not with any expectation that if you are paying attention to somebody, that person should pay attention to you. A person who is really in connection with the divine is least bothered about how people pay attention to that person. There should be no consciousness of what you are doing or what you are committing. There is no need to boast about it. There's no need to advertise it. Whatever you are is already can be seen by everyone. So then when we come to our heart, in the heart resides the spirit, as you know very well. Now when it is the heart which has to work over your brain and which can work, what becomes of you is nothing but you become a source of love and compassion. So in Sahaja Yoga, you should see now yourself as just a source of love which is just flowing. In that, you do not say that you have to have this or that, or you have to achieve this goal, or you have to become that. It's finished now. Once you have become the source, then how can you become something? So ask your mind, why are you in Sahaja Yoga? What is the purpose of your search? Gradually, this mind will shut up. And then you have to ask yourself that what is my own desire now? What do I want? What do I want to achieve? Why I am in Sahaja Yoga? If you ask this question, you will see you'll just dissolve. You will become thoughtless because there is no desire left now. There is no ambition left, no competition. All these qualities are of the brain, or we can say of the intellect, which makes you competitive, which makes you also jealous. In Sahaja Yoga, people are also sometimes very worried and frightened. There is no need to be worried or frightened because now you have become a Sahaja Yogi and a Guru. Nobody can touch you. The another part which one has to see is the heart. Some people are saying, Mother, if our heart is ruling the head, then we become too much emotional. We get too much attached to people. Why do you get attached to one person? It's not your heart. Because you have some sort of a, we can say, a relationship maybe. Or maybe you like the hairdress of that person. Maybe you like the dress that person has. Something outside quality is attracting you towards that person. It is not something inner quality that is attractive. What we should appreciate within ourselves is the purity of our love. When you are pure, the purity is there, you do not get attached to anything. But in that detachment, you are enjoying. In attachment, you cannot enjoy. Because in that, you are bothered more about the superficial relationship. First is your attention. First, which is very, very important, I think. And the second one is your intellect, or you can say your mind. And the third one is your heart. They all get somehow or other united together. Once you have this capacity to have compassion, it is there. In that compassion, it forgives, it forgets all nonsensical. The forgiveness is only possible if you have this compassion within you. Now, the simple thing is that if you develop your thoughtless awareness in your meditation, in thoughtless awareness, you watch anything in thoughtless awareness, any relationship you see it in thoughtless awareness, then you'll be amazed how the gates of this compassion will open. Thoughtless awareness opens your heart, but it doesn't go to one person or to another person, but it is throwing lights on all the sides of your being. Everybody is benefited. Everybody has a divine feeling for it. Because this compassion is not linear, nor is it aggressive, but it just flows and smooths and soothes everything that is chaotic, that is troublesome, and that is painful. This is what you have now.